Hi everyone, I wanted to jump on here really quick and before we head out with a couple friends, if you hear in the background, Andy and his friend are actually gaming right now, so they're probably giggling. But anyway, I wanted to jump on here and express 2 tips that I have learned in my soul discovery journey and when you're first starting out and you're kind of not sure that you are 100% on board with everything. It can be overwhelming to take on totally new lifestyles and just new habits and new ways of living. And it's scary to share that you've changed with people. And so I found, through time, I've found a couple ways that have helped me in expressing to people when I'm ready to tell them about how I have gotten to the point of where I am. And it's up to you if you want to share that or not. But a couple tips I have for you is one, just especially in your if you are in a romantic relationship or with your family and friends, whoever you are sharing this with, the biggest tip I have for you is communication, because oftentimes when we first start out doing something new, we're really scared to even express it to people because we don't even know if it's going to work ourselves, or maybe we have fears or doubts about it. And so the first one's definitely communication. And I've learned that just like expressing myself and like verbally telling my boyfriend how I feel and what's going on in my day emotionally, maybe some things that are like coming up. I think especially this week I had a pretty big week with my business, and so I was just warning him on Monday. I was like, hey, I got a lot going on. I just wanted to give you a heads up that it's going to be a busy week for me. And he was 100% like supportive, and like it kind of like takes that weight off your shoulders of like having to do everything yourself and trying to control everything. And so he was like, let me know if there's anything I can do to make this easier on you, to make it just like a good week overall. And so that was like really cool. And instead of just like staying quiet about it, like not telling him what was going on with my work and my business, communication is key, guys. And so that was the number one thing. And it takes time in a relationship to build that communication skill, and to just like openly like express yourself to another person. And so my biggest advice for that too is don't compare yourself to other relationships. That's something I struggled with in the past a lot, and taking other people's opinions about our relationship was a big one too, because they're not us. Like they have no idea what we're going through, where we've been, like how much we have like gone through together. And so stop comparing, and if something's on your mind, say it. Like it can only help your relationship, whether it be like you argue for a few seconds about it, or like the worst case is that like you're gonna get through it, and that's the whole point of relationships and growing together. And so that's my number one. And also just like they don't always have to understand what you do. I know when I first started out as an essential oil coach and educator, Andy had like no idea what I was taking on, and I was like, I really want to do this, I think. And I was just like so excited and so passionate about starting this. And he was like, I don't understand it, but I will support you. And that was just like, so that's all I needed. That's all I wanted, was like, he didn't have to get it yet, and eventually maybe he will, and maybe he'll understand a lot more about it as I like grow and get bigger. But that's just something you have to talk about. And like your partner or your friends or your family, they want to know and they want what's best for you, and they're not always going to understand it, but if you explain to them in a way that like makes them realize you're really passionate about this, it will help. And so going off of that, I know when I first started out and wasn't exactly sure, I want to give you the tip of you don't always have to tell them right away what your plan is, or what, because I know sometimes people's opinions can affect us, and it brings us to a reactive state of I'm really passionate about this and I know in my heart it's for me, so why aren't they accepting it, or why are they questioning it? And just know that you don't always have to share with them right away all of it. You can pick and choose, or if they're asking you what you're up to, what you're doing, you can just be like, I'm good, I'm happy, and then just change the subject. Like you get to choose what you want to share with people and when you want to share it. And it just helps with communication, or confidence. It helps with your confidence when you get to the point where you are satisfied with where you're at. And so then you're going to want to share. And then you can be like, see, this is what I was talking about. And I just wanted to wait for the right time to tell you. But like I said, if they love you, they're going to support you no matter what. And maybe they'll give you some advice and criticism along the way. But you have to take that with an open heart and open mind. And there are essential oils for this. If you're preparing to go into a conversation or know that it might come up of people asking you where you are, what you're doing, there are a couple great oils to like protect your energy and protect yourself from negativity and be less reactive. And so I encourage you to reach out if you find yourself dealing with any of these situations, or you're just starting out on your soul discovery and are curious about incorporating essential oils within that. But then my number 2 tip would be to surround yourself with some type of support system. And this is why I established this business page and want to connect with all of you, is because I am here 100% to support you in your soul discovery and wellness journey. And I want you to feel that your way of living and your lifestyle and what you're passionate about is not wrong. And just because I was there at some point, and it can be scary to try new things and just change from what you used to be as like a little kid, even in high school. And I know when I first started out, people were like, you never liked baths, or like, and now I'm like talking about taking a bath like every night with essential oils and Epsom salts. And it's just like, it's okay to be different. That just means you're growing, and that just means you're changing into a better person. And so I hope this is a little enlightening for all of you. And just start communicating, start surrounding yourself with positive people on social media, positive people that will inspire you and uplift you. And for me, moving to a new city, I didn't, and nannying, I mean, I only knew who I worked with, the little baby and their family. And so just find those communities, those social groups, even if they're online, that will build you up, that will have your back, because this is what I found very powerful, and that has gotten me to the point and confidence that I have right now. And so, yeah, I hope that helps, and I love you guys. I hope you're having a beautiful Saturday. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and like or love this video. All right, see you later, guys.